Imagine being on the brink of a decision that could change the fate of an entire team. The 2024 NFL season is about to begin, and the Raiders, known for their up-and-down history, are considering a bold move, signing a former star, an all-pro wide receiver who was once one of the best in the league. But is this the missing piece that will transform the Raiders into an offensive powerhouse? Can this player's experience and talent overcome the challenges that time and injuries have brought? As rumors about this potential signing gain momentum, fans are torn between excitement and doubt. Is this the right move for the Raiders? And more importantly, what does this mean for the future of the team? Before we dive into the details of this explosive news, I want you to be a part of this journey. If you love the Raiders, please like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on Raiders today. And of course, let us know in the comments what you think of this potential signing. With the 2024 NFL season fast approaching, the Las Vegas Raiders find themselves at a critical crossroads. The team, which has struggled to establish itself as a powerhouse in the league's competitive landscape, is now considering a bold move, signing all-pro wide receiver Michael Thomas. But is it the right move? Could this signing be the boost the Raiders need to become true title contenders, or a risk that could cost them dearly? When considering the addition of Michael Thomas, the Raiders are looking beyond stats. What they're really looking for is a player who can bring not only skill, but also leadership and experience. With Davante Adams and Jakobi Meyers already established as the team's primary wide receiver duo, the addition of Thomas could solidify the position, providing crucial depth for the team. However, the uncertainty surrounding Thomas's health and durability raises important questions about the true impact of this signing. In the NFL world, decisions like this are not made lightly. The Raiders are evaluating not only Thomas's talent, but also what he can bring in terms of morale and dynamism to the team. The pressure is on Raiders quarterback Gardner Minshew to build a strong connection with his receivers and take the offense to the next level. Thomas's arrival could be the catalyst for that evolution, or a stumbling block that destabilizes a team already in transition. Michael Thomas, once considered one of the NFL's best wide receivers, has seen his career beset by injuries and setbacks in recent years. His meteoric rise with the New Orleans Saints, where he set records and emerged as one of the league's most prolific receivers, was cut short by a series of injuries that limited his performance. Now, at 31, Thomas is looking for another opportunity to prove he can still be a dominant force on the field. In his prime, Thomas was known for his ability to make critical catches, anchoring the Saints' offense. His combination of size, strength, and technical ability made him nearly unstoppable, and he quickly became a favorite target of legendary quarterback Drew Brees. However, injuries began to sap his impact, and what was once a promising career began to be questioned. Now, as he considers a new journey with the Raiders, Thomas finds himself in a delicate position. He needs to not only prove that he can still play at a high level, but also show that his injuries are a thing of the past. For the Raiders, this signing is a gamble. If Thomas can stay healthy and regain some of his old form, he could be the missing piece that takes their offense to the next level. But if injuries continue to be a problem, the team could end up wasting precious resources on a player who has seen his best days behind him. The Raiders entered the 2024 season with a solid wide receiver duo in Davante Adams and Jakobi Meyers. However, the depth behind them is a growing concern. With Trey Tucker and DJ Turner projected to be the third and fourth picks, the team knows it needs more. The question is the signing of Michael Thomas a solution to that lack of depth, or is it a desperate move by a team looking to become relevant? Adams and Meyers are undoubtedly a formidable duo, but the success of an NFL team rarely depends on just two players. The league is unpredictable, and injuries, suspensions, and performance dips can quickly turn a strength into a weakness. That's why the Raiders are eyeing Thomas. They need someone who can fill the void if something happens to Adams or Meyers, and who can also contribute immediately when he steps on the field. But there is a clear risk. If Thomas is unable to play at a consistently high level, he could become more of a hindrance than a solution. The Raiders cannot afford to make mistakes at this critical stage. The decision to bring Thomas on board needs to be carefully considered, taking into account both his potential and the associated risks. The success of the season could depend on how well that decision is executed. With the addition of Gardner Minshew at quarterback, the Raiders are looking to build a competitive offense that can not only keep the team in tight games, but also be a dominant force on the field. The addition of Michael Thomas would fit into that strategy, providing Minshew with more options and versatility in the passing game. But how exactly would this addition change the dynamics of the Raiders' offense? Minshew is known for his quick decision-making and accuracy on short and intermediate passes. With Thomas, he would have a target who is adept at creating separation and making contested catches. That combination could be lethal, especially in third down or red zone situations, where accuracy and the ability to create separation are crucial. Thomas's presence could also open up more opportunities for Adams and Myers, who would face less pressure from opposing defenses. However, the key to the success of this strategy is Thomas's health. If he can play the majority of games this season and be effective, the Raiders' offense could become one of the toughest to stop in the league. But if Thomas continues to struggle with injuries, the Raiders' strategy could fail before it even begins. That's the gamble the team needs to carefully consider when deciding whether or not to sign the veteran wide receiver. As the season approaches, the Raiders are faced with a critical decision. Signing Michael Thomas could be the move that transforms the team's offense into a powerhouse, but it also carries with it significant risk. So what should the Raiders do? Should they take a risk and bring Thomas to Las Vegas in the hopes that he can recapture his old form? Or should they play it safe and look for other options? This decision isn't easy. On one hand, there's the potential for Thomas to be one of the team's top players, offering a veteran presence and the ability to make big plays in critical moments. On the other, there's the uncertainty surrounding his health and the possibility that he won't be able to return to the level of performance that made him an All-Pro. The Raiders need to consider the long-term impact of this decision, both on and off the field. What's at stake is more than just a signing. It's the future of a team looking to establish itself as a dominant force in the NFL. The decision to sign Michael Thomas could be a game-changer for the Raiders in 2024. What do you think? Do you think the Raiders should take a chance and bring in Thomas? Or would it be better to explore other options? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now so you don't miss any updates on Raiders Today. And don't forget to like our coverage to show your support. Signing a player like Michael Thomas doesn't just affect performance on the field. It also affects the dynamics within the locker room. As a veteran with years of NFL experience, Thomas would bring with him a considerable amount of experience, both positive and negative. The big question is how this addition would impact team chemistry and whether his presence would strengthen or divide the group. Thomas is known for his competitiveness and work ethic, but he is also a player who demands the most from himself and those around him. This can be an advantage, especially for a team in need of leadership and guidance. However, in a locker room already full of personalities and with young players looking to break through, introducing a veteran with a complex background can be a challenge. Team leaders,